Hi everybody, I'm Tisha Copeland with Stamp, Stitch, and Swizzle Sticks, and today I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous little yard art garden stakes using our Big Shot and using some roof flashing. So if you're ready, let's go. The roof flashing is something that you can find at your local hardware store. I found mine at Home Depot. It comes in a roll. This is really noisy, isn't it? It comes in a roll about this big, and what you want to look for is a soft metal that's not hard, and the one that I found is non-galvanized. It's not galvanized, so it's not hardened. So once you find that, you do want to go ahead and measure out what you're going to use and be able to cut it, and it's really easy to cut this. I'm going to move this so I don't knock it off the table. I'm using my quilter's cutting mat here, but you can use any kind of hard cutting mat that you have. Be very careful because it's very sharp and you don't want to cut your hands on this. The die that I'm going to be using for this is about 5.5 inches wide, so I'm going to cut off about 5.5 inches and then I'm going to cut it again. What you want to do is take your hobby blade that is just like this, okay? And you want to use a metal ruler, and again be very careful because I have cut myself on the ruler a couple of times. Go ahead and measure about 5.5 inches, close to it, and then with your hobby blade you're going to score it, and you do have to press a little bit hard. You don't have to cut all the way through it, but you do want to be sure to engrave it with the hobby blade, and I'm going to just go over it a second time, okay? Then once you've done that, it's really easy to score and break it from that point. So all I'm going to do is bend it. You can see how it bends right there at the score line. We learned to do this at our regional conference that we had in San Antonio in January. And as a demonstrator or a guest, you could go, and this was one of the demos they were doing that day. So I've been dying to come home and try it. So now that I've gone ahead and done that, I want to cut it another 5.5 inches. So that I can reserve the other piece to make something else. So I'm going to cut. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to get my Big Shot. This is something that Sissix partnered with Stampin Up, or the other way around, and we're selling their products to be able to use for our Stampin Up products. So using your platform, no, I'm sorry, not platform, your clear plates like this, what you're going to do is make a sandwich. And I'm using the large oval with a little scalloped edge on there. I'm going to take my roof flashing, and in case I'm not saying that clearly, it's roof, like the roof on your house. It's roof flashing. And go ahead and layer it on there just like that. Make a sandwich with my plates, okay? And I'm going to put it right in here. Go ahead and crank it through. Makes lots of noise, but it's not going to break. It's going to be just fine. And I have my die cut. Then to pop it out of there, don't try to shove it out with your fingers because you'll cut your fingers on the edge of that flashing. It's very sharp. Try to remember that. And just keep wiggling your two pieces together. You can even try rolling it a little to get this whole piece out. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this other leftover piece to use to make butterflies. And these butterflies are so pretty. I'm going to show you what you can do with the butterflies. Also, how to paint them using our craft ink. It finally came out. Okay, you want to throw these away. But what I'm going to do to get the gorgeous embossed images is using our embossing envelopes. We're going to run them right through the Big Shot again. This time you need your multi-purpose platform pad. That just raises it. It's like a riser, and it raises this so that it presses under the roller under there and gives it enough pressure to press the image into there. This is the front. Anytime you want to know which side the image is going to be embossed, where you see our words printed, that means the image is going to pop up that way. On the back side where the words are not, then the image is going to be debossed. So if you have a preference on which way it's going, up or down, you want to make sure your words are going up, so I know that the image is going to be showing this way. Clear as mud, right? I kind of talk in circles sometimes. I understand myself. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run this through there. This is really very easy to do, and I did not expect it to give such a pretty embossing image so easily. Now it comes out a little warped like that, and you're just going to play with it with your fingers to try to get it back into place. And then the butterflies, love to do this one with this other embossing plate. And I'm going to put my butterflies right in here. Okay, voila. Aren't these gorgeous? Love them. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to clear this space, and then I'm going to show you how to paint these butterflies and how to start punching everything into, I'm sorry, not punching it, putting it all into your design.